programs that can help you land a good job and improve your quality of life.
I like Harcum and Debbie because I can continue my education.
The teachers are great. The atmosphere is great.
It's all possible through iLead and Harcum.
Call now or check out our Facebook page.
Count on me, don't be worried. Cast all your troubles away. Wherever you're going, just know that I'll be there. Count on me. Just look to me, and it will be alright. Just take a breath and look around, 'cause I have never ever let you down. My love for you will never fail. I'll be here forever.
Count on me, put on your smile. No need to frown, 'cause I'm here. Just look to me, and it will be
let you down.
People come and they go.
I'll never
but
me.
I'll be.
You can count on me.
Hello, everybody. This is David Evans from the PIC TV Network with my co-host, Brother O. Brother O, how you doing out there, man?
Oh, I'm well. I mean, considering the circumstances, I'm doing pretty well. How about you, Dr. Evans?
Man, it's good, man. It's hot in D.C., man. I know it's hot out there where you are too, man.
Oh, it's hot out here, man. It's hot out here in the 90s, man. And I'm up here live in Milwaukee too.
Yeah, I know it's a big day going on. So can you update on everybody what's going on Hello America today? And also you have a special guest, Brother O.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So today is actually the funeral for the funeral service and repast for Isaiah Allen. We were talking about him on our last show. So we've had a lot of people view the body and so forth. And then later on, they're going to have a second part of the repast right here. As you can see, I'm going to come out so you guys can see. So this is actually the location where, can you see that? Where the young man was murdered right here in Milwaukee. And it's still right now, as you can see, the law enforcement there in the background. But right now, the store is still closed. But I've heard that there have been attempts to reopen it. So we've had people up here protesting and trying to get petitions to make sure that the store does not open again, and also so that the license can be taken away. But I have a guest with me. Actually, he's been my co-host on another platform for a while called Truth HD, and now he's going to be accompanying me sometimes on Hello America, and his name is Robert Ross. So let's bring him up, and I'll let him so that he can introduce himself. How you doing, bro?
Simply marvelous. Hello, America.
So go ahead and let the people know who you are and a little bit about yourself.
Oh, Robert Red Ross. Been in Chicago since 1957. I do a little activism work, working with the youth, because our youth are our future, and they need to have they need to recognize their purpose, and we have to be the ones to give it to them, because people think we have a youth problem. We have more of an adult problem than we do a youth problem. So what we try to do is work with the youth, and then this activism travels from all over the world. We feel some kind of way about all the children and the people that be murdered in the street, but we can't make all the positions because time is of essence. That's why I like the way Hello America comes on with the presentation, giving people thanks for listening and being a part of the show with their valuable time. Because I was telling the young man in the car with me, Brother Eo, that you can get back your health, you can get back your money sometime, but you can't get time back. So time is very precious. And when you got Hello America respecting people's time, and they respect the listening part of learning something, because every day you live, you learn. When you die, you'll never know. So by God letting us breathe this air and wake up and come out every day, that's a blessing. Like we here in Milwaukee, that's a blessing. We should all stand together. Together you stand, divided you fall. Unitedly, we can help each other. Apart, we can't do anything.
Oh, definitely. And so, for those people who are just, meeting you, give us a little history about your work in broadcast and radio and the media.
You want me to tell them about when I got back to the street and what I did?
So, I mean,
I've been on the radio since 2010. I mean, I got a break in a case where I had life, and I went to school for broadcasting and communications and got my degree, so I can help the children learn broadcasting and communication. Because a lot of people don't understand. You can say things, people may not see you, and if they see you, you still have to be just as calm the same way with patience. So in order, the way I've learned and to help the youth is to further their education and communications, and understanding the radio system, the broadcasting, is just to be able to communicate with the people and speak clearly, and not, fumble or worried about being nervous. Because if you're telling the truth, it comes off your heart. You don't have anything to worry about. And the activism has took me places where I didn't know I would be going, like being down here in Milwaukee on the corner of, what's this corner?
Roosevelt and Titonia.
Roosevelt and Titonia. I mean, to be here and for a momentum occasion with the young man that lost his life over a small minor thing as a Debbie cake. I mean, what do we value in life anymore? What is our life worth? A Debbie cake or less? I mean, it's a whole lot of things that we can bank on and understand. Just like I've been with the Mother Secure and Fred Hampton Jr. for over 55 years. They just got their debut on August 30th for to be sanctioned as his birthday and not just a date anymore, and the assassination of him on Monroe and Washington. So, it's a great day, great time of week, a great time of life, especially me being on Hello America. I mean, being on all stations, on all interviews and reviews, it all helps. It all brings us home. Something to help the children with. Anything I can do to help the children with, or the people, period. I keep God up front and I treat people right. That's the key to the door to paradise that I see.
So also, you were up here with me last week. Well, no, it's been a little longer than that actually. But a couple weeks ago, you accompanied me up here to assist some of the organizers and community activists. What was that feeling like when we showed up? Could describe that for the public. What it felt like when we arrived to this scene where the murder had occurred.
Well, during the grief and the time of it, it was special to me because they had open arms. I mean, who does that when they just lost a loved one? Especially, in the eyes and bosom of the Creator, he was a baby. He lived a little bit past a quarter of his life, but it was the atmosphere up here, how the people was coming together on the corner, how they were stopping to help us try to get justice for the young man. It makes sense because there was no violence or nothing where it was eradicated to where it would be out of order. So it was done in a beautiful moment, such as the beloved community that Martin Luther King, or the organization that you work for. It was a beloved moment because you could display from that. You lost a child and you're hurt, but you're not going out with your hurt. See, hurt people. They was hurt, but they intertwined it with love and outpouring when we came up here. I hadn't seen nothing like that, quite seriously, almost in my lifetime, and I'm 70.
I know that you did a lot of work with Harold Davis and Harold Davis, huh?
Yeah, Harold and Boise Edwards.
Yeah.
That was 10 years. That was 11 years of great work. We had 6 million. We had 6 million listeners, and I think Hello America is reaching that plateau too.
Yeah. So, what do you think Harold would say right now about the state of our community as far as the violence in our communities? Not just obviously as we've seen in Chicago, like we know about that, but in places like this in Milwaukee. I remember you were talking about being here in the 70s, right? So here's 2 questions. what do you think Harold would say about this incident and the state of our community right now? That's the first question. So I'll let you go with that one first before we go to the next one. He might have frozen up. So can you hear me, Red?
Yeah, we'll bring him back.
Yeah, we'll bring him back. He might have frozen up. But yes.
I was just excited, man. You know, can you give us an update? Because you're from Chicago, Brother O. Tell everybody again, Breaking Live, what's happening? Why did you travel down there, Brother O? What is the atmosphere like right now where you are?
So there's a lot of people who are kind of like somber, right? Obviously, because of the tragedy that occurred. But then there are also a lot of people who their energy is very strong because it has kind of like it's really raised people's awareness about the need for us to come together.
Yeah.
Instead of fighting against one another in our community. I think what it's done is it's really raised the awareness and the spirits of the people in the community to try to find a way for us to come together so that this tragedy does not happen again. You know, and I'm not a person that is against people who are, you know, immigrants, people who come from another country, speak another language, different ethnicities. But what has been a problem is that not all, but some people who are not from our community, how can I say, they degrade and insult some of the people in the community because they are conditioned as well. They're a result of conditioning in America that has people looking at us as though we are inferior or second class as a group here in the United States. And so people that come from outside the United States, sometimes they take that on because this is what has been projected, and this is what this is how a lot of people want us to be seen. And so we just want to be treated with respect. We want our lives to be treated with the same amount of value that someone would treat a white person, a white citizen here in the United States. And sometimes people who come from other communities don't necessarily give us that respect. And I believe that a lot of that comes from, like I said, you know, the conditioning, the way that we project it or depict it in the news and the media and things like that, right? And so people come here and they assume that that is the reality. And that's not necessarily the case, but it has led to a lot of misunderstandings and unnecessary conflicts. And sometimes the result is something tragic, such as what happened to Mr. Allen a few weeks ago.
Yeah, bro. Oh, you know, we talked to his family. You had him on Hello America, and you at the funeral now. This young man lost his life. Every time I ask somebody in DC, they say they never heard about it. You know, this story never got out. And I think it's sad that somebody could lose their life, 29-year-old black man, over cupcake. Yes, they said he was taking something out of the store, but he shouldn't have lost his life. I want to say thank you for fighting for justice, fighting for respect, leaving from Chicago all the way to Milwaukee to attend this funeral today, man. Big respects to you and to have people there. Is that the gas station where he lost his life at, Brother O?
Yes, this is the gas station. We right here. It's still shut down, actually. Let me see if you can see me in the background, right? This is the gas station, y'all. It's still shut down right now. They're fighting to keep it shut down and for the owner's license to be taken away. So that's why you still have all these people coming here. People have come to the funeral. Also having a few people who have come outside of Milwaukee to come to show support, but we would like for more people to show support. But obviously there has to be an awareness about this. And see, my thing is this, right? It was supposed to be over Little Debbie cakes or whatever the case may be, right? Whether he was right or wrong as far as whether they felt like he had obtained them illegally or whatever the case may be, it still does not equate to a human life. And that's the problem. The issue, I'm not, because I wasn't there, right? I'm not even here arguing the issue whether he had them legally or illegally, whatever the case may be, right? That's another issue. Call the police. That's what these people right here in back, the law enforcement, that's what they're supposed to be here for, right? You don't take the law into your own hands. And especially to the extent of taking someone's life over something so trivial. So that's the problem that I have, right? I'm not even here to even argue whether he did it or not, right? Because even if he did, maybe he was hungry. Maybe he was starving. We don't know. But the point is that his life should have never been taken over something like that. That's the bottom line. And the law enforcement is supposed to handle that. You don't go out and you don't go out as a vigilante and take the law into your own hands.
Yeah, you know, it's so sad, Brother O, when I look at this, man. I think Robert is back. Robert,
Yes,
when you hear about this incident, Robert, I know you're 70 years old. I'm 61. My heart goes out to the family, and this is another Black African American young man who lost his life too soon over some cupcakes. You know, it's so sad, brother. Robert, man. I don't know. It's and I live in the nation's capital, Washington, D.C. We have Pick TV Network, my network. And I refuse not to let this story go out. Brother O told me about it. We had to get this out. Brother O has been on with his family. And now it's the day of another funeral for another Black man losing his life too soon. Can you elaborate on that, Robert, a little bit? How does it affect you?
It affects me in a lot of ways because by seeing children lose their life, that's our future. And something as trivial as a cupcake, we shouldn't even be talking about it. It shouldn't even be a conversation or a topic because it shouldn't have never happened. But none of us is the creator, so his time is different from ours. And but we still got to say that was untimely for a young man to leave here like that about a discussion over a Debbie cake.
Yeah, I think it's so sad.
I have mixed feelings about it from being around the world and going around the world, seeing things and doing things, even when I played basketball. But it's, Orion had asked me about Harold Davis. Something's going on with the heat when I put the phone in, when I put in the window, and the heat turns the phone off. But I took it out and put it in front of the air conditioner. So, but where we coming from with the feeling losing a baby? I mean, where me and Orion came from, which is an hour and a half away from here, we come here to support the family because together we stand, divided we fall. Without us even knowing the young man or being in his life like that, we in his mother's life, and she had open arms for us, and that's another mother that's in trauma that we don't understand. We need a day of trauma because we walking around traumatized and we don't even know why or what happened. So and to put it in perspective, being on Hello America and using the velocity of the station and your broadcast that's another beautiful part. It's a lot of blessings coming out of this. I mean, it isn't the ones we was looking for, but it still united us together.
Yeah, and I bring Brother O. Brother O, man, I can't say thank you enough, but thank you to bringing Brother Robert on, man, and letting him talk, representing our community. You know, you travel all the way from Chicago to go visit another family, Brother O. who lost their life, man. And just pay your respects. You know, go ahead, brother. O.
No, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off. Also, as you can see in the background, probably the sister, she's out here actually getting signatures. So she's been out here working for a while. And we're going to get her to come on and just talk about it because she's actually from up here. And she knows a whole lot about the incident. She's out here right now getting signatures from people because they want to continue to keep this store, this gas station shut down and get the owner's license taken away from him. So when she's very busy right now because she's getting signatures. But
hey,
yeah,
grandfather in the car with me.
Okay, yeah. If he like to talk about, he's more than welcome to talk about it.
It's really a tragedy the way they did that young man. And the police, they haven't really been investigating anything. You know, all they doing was just got the boy. But the people gave the boy the gun and told him to do what he did. And he did it. And what my concern is, why isn't he told the police that?
Didn't he just get out for doing the same thing?
Yes, sir. He just got out. I don't know exactly what it was in the situation. But he just got out of jail.
For shooting somebody.
For shooting somebody. He lost his life now doing this. But for what, man? I can't understand that. You know, but the people here is out here supporting it. And we're glad that the brother came here to say and assist us in this matter. You know, this is a beautiful demonstration. And we have been blessed today, just being in his presence. And with that, I yield.
No, I want to thank you for coming on and you know, paying your respects for the family. It's so important these days when people are hurting around the world, you know. And when Brother O told about this young man who lost his life too soon, he was only 29 years old. This young man was at a gas station, folks, not too long ago. Went in the gas station, of course, people watching. And what we were told was he took some cupcakes, maybe illegally, I don't know, because he was hungry or whatever. And then the person was given a gun to go shoot him for taking cupcakes out of the store. He lost his life. This was a young man, 29 years old, folks. He lost his life too soon. Brother O from Chicago is the PIC TV network business manager. He's there, and now he's traveling to Milwaukee at the young man's funeral to be with the family of this young man who lost his life. Brother O, man, my heart is just broken. Unmute your microphone, Brother O.
Yes.
It's another brother who's gone too soon, and another young man who's gone too soon, Brother O.
Yeah. Oh, I'm sorry, pardon me. A lot of stuff going on. Yeah, definitely. So listen, this is what we'll do, right? We got a few people out here that might want to comment. I know the sister that's been out here getting people to sign the petition. She said that she'll comment. So let's just go to our commercial break, and when we come back, we'll get some words from some of the people who are out here who are fighting for justice for Isaiah Allen.
Okay, thank you, sir. I'll be right back here again. Pick TV Network, Hello America. We're going to beam it back in from Washington, D.C. to Milwaukee with Brother O. He has some special guests he's going to be bringing on. Let me give you an update on what's going on. There was a young man who was shot to death, and his life is gone too soon from Milwaukee, and he was in the store getting some cupcakes. He's 29 years old, and his life is gone too soon. And for Respect for Life, Brother O is there. Brother O, today, can you bring on your guest who's there?
Yeah. So I'll let her. I'm gonna hand her the device, and then I'll let her talk about what she's been doing. You guys can see her.
Hi, my name is P Princess, and we're out here just getting signatures for the murder for hire that happened to Isaiah. We're basically just going from car to car that pulls up around the gas station onto where it happened, and just getting the signatures. If we get 300 signatures, we're able to shut the gas station down so it'll no longer have service. So we're out here every day, every night. His funeral was today. It was a lovely, beautiful service. And we're going to be out here all day today collecting signatures. So if you guys want to come down and show your support and really show that justice will be served for Isaiah, please meet us down on Titonia and Roosevelt at the Clark gas station, and we'll be here all day.
All right. So the community, right? Mm-hmm. As far as the community is concerned, how has the community reacted as a whole right here in Milwaukee? And have you had any outside support? Has there been much outside support?
Yes, it definitely has been some outside support. We have people here from Chicago. We have people here from Ohio. We have a lot of support throughout the cities and state due to the nature of this, what happened to him. And it was very unlawful. We do want justice for everyone, and everyone in the community are pulling up, from younger to older, everyone from the bus drivers to the FedEx drivers, everyone is coming together to basically serve justice around here, and it shall be served. And this is to speak for this could have been anyone. This could have been someone's child. This could have been someone's relative. You know what I'm saying? So we're basically out here to show that justice will be served, and we're out here for you, Isaiah. So come down and sign these petitions so we can get this gas station closed. Okay. Thank you.
All right. Last question. So besides having the gas station closed, is there anything else that that you are looking to attain? And in what way could people outside of Milwaukee assist in that?
It's all about unity. We all got to come together and make sure that we take care of each other. We're there for our brothers and our sisters, our loved ones. Once we come together, divided we stand. Together we stand, divided we fall. Excuse me. So we must follow them rules and live by their expectations. So we, as Black people, and even other nationalities, can come together, and a lot of peace will be in the world if we can create this unity.
All right. Thank you very much for that, Princess. All right, Dr. Evans, back to you.
Our hearts are broken again because another African-American family has lost a loved one too soon. A senseless crime, a senseless act of murder has taken place. A young man, 29 years old, goes into a gas station and comes out with cupcakes, whether we know was paid or not, but it should not have taken his life, you know. And my brother O is in Chicago, from Chicago. Brother O went up to the funeral today. And while he's there, he said, Dr. Evans, let's bring this on Hello America to tell the world about this young man. You know, it wasn't on CNN, Fox 5, NBC, ABC. It didn't hit national news around the world about this man's funeral today. I asked Brother O, was there any major television networks there to cover the funeral for this young man who lost his life over some cupcakes, folks? And there wasn't. This is why we need Hello America. This is why we need the Pick TV network, so we can tell our own stories. So Isaiah's life was not in vain. His man was another young man who has a family, has a mother. Brother O is there talking to some people from the community now. That gas station should never be open back again. It should be closed permanently, for senseless crime that's taking place of another human being's life. Brother O, we're going to have to go into part 2. Do you have anybody else, Brother O, you wanted to bring in at this time?
No, not yet. I think that so I believe that they're supposed to be gathering for the second part of the repast right here at this, and we call it ground 1, not ground 0, but ground 1 is what it's been called out here in Milwaukee, Wisconsin, right here on Teutonia. What is it, Teutonia Street Ave? But anyway, not right now, but I've been told that people will be gathering here in a little bit, probably within the next hour. So then we can be able to get comments from more of the people who have been impacted by this tragedy and who are fighting for justice in the community right here in Milwaukee. But I would like to bring back, if you can, bring back up Robert Ross. Are you able to get him back up?
Yeah, we're going to try to get him on. I want to thank you for being in the field, Brother O, from Chicago to travel to Milwaukee to be on the field, out there where the people are, out there where they're hurting people. Brother O is on the streets, folks. He's not sitting back in the studio doing the broadcast. He's out there where hurting people are, talking with people, being out there where they are on the same property this man lost his life. To give an update for all of you who are watching right now, Pick TV Network, Hello America. And we also on Facebook, YouTube, LinkedIn, Twitch, Twitter, all our platforms around the world and our television network. It is a time that we want to remember a young man's life. Isaiah, 29 years old, goes into a gas station, comes out with cupcakes, loses his life. Somebody shoots him for the cupcakes. And it's so sad, folks, that we have to sit here and cover a story like this, but it has to be told. It has to be told. And I want to thank Brother O again for being out there in the field, out there reporting live, where the people are. Brother O, we're gonna get ready to go into part 2 of the program, but I want to thank you again, man, for traveling up there. I know Mr. Ross is still back there. Mr. Ross, thank you for bringing on one of our brothers up there. This brother was on the other day.
Hey, so since he's here, Minister, do you have any words? We got about somewhere around 10 minutes left, 5 to 10 minutes left of this program. Are there any words that you have for the audience?
It's been a long day, It's been a long day, and it's been a long fight. And we still out here fighting. We're not gonna stop fighting until we see the service of justice. You feel me?
Yeah, man. I know your heart is broken. You were on the other day, talking about, the senseless crime, man, and I can still feel the passion of you. And the world needs to know that this brother Isaiah's life will not be forgotten. We're going to keep fighting, as you stated, my brother, for the respect of another black man's life. I am an African American, or I'm a black man, and I'm proud to live where I am. But it hurts when I see another brother loses his life and taking another brother's life, man. It's one of us.
Right here. Oh.
Yeah. It's one of us,
We sitting in front of the guy's house and sanctioned the murder. He just told me that. I parked here because I didn't want the police saying nothing to me.
I ain't gonna say nothing to you anyway. We'll stand on it.
Wow.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
this is where the dude that's where they hid the murder weapon, and they wouldn't even execute a search warrant on the house.
Can I show it to you?
You can show anything you want. This is our network. We can show the whole world.
Okay. You see it?
Yes, sir.
That's it. I didn't know it till the minister just told me.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
All of the Indians stay in that little apartment. All of the Indians stay in that last apartment right here on the end. It's about 8 of them staying there, and they work in that gas station right there.
Wow.
And that's what dude ran to get. They gave him the keys to this apartment to go hide the gun that they gave him to kill little Isaiah. And it wasn't over no cupcakes. They threw them out there. That was a sanctioned murder because they was helping their guys down the street. And that brother had leaked some information to them about them to get them shut down, and they wanted to retaliate against that brother. So they threw the cupcakes around him. That had nothing to do with it.
Misdirection.
Misdirection. It was an underlay for the overplay. They covered it up real well. And then the police, the chief of police, the DA just declined to pursue the investigation into the murder for hire and tampering with evidence because that murder weapon has still not been retrieved because they didn't dispose of it. And that dude came right here. They didn't even call the police after the murder. They just let it keep going and kept the doors open to the gas station. And they let dude come run over here, dump the murder weapon, and run over there in that building right there.
Did you hear that, sir?
Yeah, and that's why we're fighting for truth. We're fighting for justice. I was at the 60th March on Washington, 60 years that we remember that Dr. King gave this I Have a Dream speech. I was on the stage where he spoke at the same spot, folks, and we're still fighting. We're still trying to make sense of senseless crimes that's taking place. And another young man lost his life too soon. My name is David Evans, president of PIC TV Network. We're on Hello America. Brother O from Chicago has been beaming us in. He's out on the field. He's out there where the people are and attending the funeral, the homegoing service of Isaiah, a 29-year-old man who lost his life too soon. Brother O, we're going to close out this segment. Any closing words, Brother O?
Yeah, so it appears that, that there are layers to the story, right?
Yeah.
Who knows? There may be even more information that might end up being divulged. But regardless, right? Even if they try to use that as an excuse to justify what occurred, you can't justify that. So, even that is still unacceptable at the end of the day. Even if you try to create something to make it seem like someone was committing, theft or whatever, or burglary or whatever the case may be, right? It still does not justify what the price that Isaiah Allen had to pay, which was his life, So for me, it just states how important it is for us as a people in our community to wake up.
Yeah.
That we don't have time to be fighting against one another, to be bickering with one another on social media or even out here on these streets. We don't have time for that because everyone looks at us as though we are inferior. And they don't have they don't place the same value on our lives as other groups. So we don't have time to be ops or enemies or adversaries.
Right.
Because everyone else looks at us as being inferior, and then we turn around and hate ourselves. There's no room for that. So those are my last words.
Thank you, Brother O. Folks, we just heard Brother O from Chicago who's down in Milwaukee going to a funeral today for a young man who lost his life at a gas station over some cupcakes. And it's so sad. But we pray that justice will be served. And we shall overcome. Dr. King said that. PIC TV Network special presentation today. See you next time.
Yes, you can achieve a college education right here in your own community. Harcum College's ACE program at the Deliverance Evangelistic Church offers associate degree programs that can help you land a good job and improve your quality of life.
I like Harcum and Debbie because I can continue my education.
The teachers are great. The atmosphere is great.
It's all possible through iLead and Harcum.
Call now or check out our Facebook page at Harcum.
They say your eyes are the windows to the soul. They're also the windows to your health because they let eye doctors see what's going on inside. Think about this. A comprehensive eye exam can be an early detector of serious health problems like high blood pressure, heart disease, stroke, and diabetes. Shouldn't you see your eye doctor yearly? Go to thinkaboutyouryes.com to learn more and for a list of local eye doctors. It could help save more than your vision.
Happy holiday season, everyone. It's Maya here, and I'd like to send a big congratulations to David Evans and the PIC TV network for showing up with 60 positive channels on Roku. Everyone watching and listening, let's help David and PIC TV continue to grow by clicking and playing. www.thepictvnetwork.com. Check it out. PIC TV is the place to be. Once again, happy holidays from Maya.
Yo, what's up? This bruh man from the fifth floor. Yo, check it out. I want everybody to check out my main man, David Evans, and the PIC TV network. It's all that. Check it out. PIC TV got like about 60 free channels on Roku. PIC TV gonna soon be celebrating 1 million viewers. And y'all welcome to party with us. Cause we be checking it out and it's all free. 60 free channels. You ain't gotta worry about that cable. So y'all check them out on www.thepictvnetwork.com and check it out. I might invite y'all over to the fifth floor and have a whole lot of serb sandwiches with you. So it's PIC TV on Roku. I got Roku. I got PIC TV. It's all that. Peace.
Hey, what's up, y'all? Said the Entertainer. I want y'all to check out PIC TV Network. That's right, PIC TV Network. They got 60 free channels on Roku. This is dope. They also started the brand new Coaching World channel at $9.89. So if you are a content provider, you are a young business with an opportunity to build a platform where you can have your own show, do some programming, check out PIC TV Network on Roku. They got over 60 free channels for you to check out and also grow a business. Go and see them now. See the content, see what they have to do, learn something, check them out, all right? PIC TV Network, that's what I'm talking about.